afternoons and sharing all the greetings. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So excited that all of you are here with us. We have a full day, a full hour of celebration. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we're gonna go to the next slide.
Buenas tardes, ¿me escucha?
Can you hear me? Good afternoon.
Sí, sí la escuchamos.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes, buenas tardes. Just a note for everyone here, translation is available, but you also, even if you don't opt to have this meeting translated, you will have to go to the bottom globe on your screen and click for your language preference. So please, everybody do that. I'm going to say it in Spanish too. Traducción al español está disponible. Para escuchar en español, hay un globo abajo en su pantalla. Por favor, haga clic ahí y ahí va a tener el lenguaje. Puede seleccionar el lenguaje que usted prefiere. Muchísimas gracias por estar aquí hoy. Thank you so much again for everyone. We're so excited to have you here. I am Marilyn. I'm the Family and Community Engagement Manager for Board District 7, Ms. Tanya Ortiz Franklin. And it is my pleasure to introduce our amazing board member, Ms. Tanya Ortiz Franklin, to give us some greetings.
Hello, Board District 7 family. Hello, LA Unified family. We are so grateful to kick off our first annual college signing day. We plan to make this event bigger and bigger every year because we care about all of our kids being fully prepared to choose college, to thrive in career and life. And you know I'm obsessed with college because I went to 3. I spent 9 years getting more degrees after high school because I love learning so much and I love to share my love of learning. So that's me on the screen about 20 something years ago, graduating from Columbia University in New York City. I was an LA Unified kid and I went 3,000 miles away from home, graduated with my Columbia Blue, came back and went to Loyola Marymount for another 2 years, and then UCLA Law, go Bruins! I love college, and I love that you are all here celebrating our scholars' options to thrive in whatever college, whatever career they choose. And our entire team has a lot of degrees stacked too, degrees on degrees on degrees. We got AAs, BAs, masters, JDs, all the degrees. I want to invite you to guess where you think our Board District 7 teams went to college. Did they go to Cal States? Did they go to community colleges? Did they go to UCs or private schools? You heard a couple of my schools. Put them in the chat. Do you think anybody went to USC? Do you think anybody went to UCLA? Besides me, there's another one, hint, a double Bruin on our team. Put it in the chat. We want to invite all your guesses. Tonight is about fun. It's about games. It's about high energy. Everyone throw out your guesses in the chat. I hope everyone can chat. I see a UCLA, a couple UCLAs. Maybe did we have any Cal State Long Beaches, Dominguez Hills? Yeah, throw them out there. What colleges do you know? Show off all your knowledge. And we're going to show you in just a minute how many of you were right. Oh yeah, I see some Dominguez Hills. You got some good guesses in the chat. Some San Diego's, Cal State LA's. Some of them are wearing their t-shirts. I don't know if they can show you. They all have the same background as me. They're hiding a little. Oh, there's Stephanie. There's Marilyn, Emma, Dee Dee. Show off that pride. All right, let's show them, team. Let's see if they were right. You've got Dee Dee over here, our chief of staff. Got a couple of colleges under her belt. Dominguez Hills, you got that right. Loyola Marymount, because she's a doctor. We got our double Bruin, Emma. Charnel went to so many schools. She's got degrees on degrees on degrees, including an HBCU and an MFA, a master's in the fine arts. The rest of our team, let's show you where they went. Kimberly, Long Beach City, and another Cal State Dominguez Hills National for her master's. We got Stephanie at Citrus, Cal State Fullerton, Cal Poly Pomona. That's her CPP on her hoodie there. She's got a lot of pride. And Marilyn, who you met at Northridge and USC. We still love each other across the Bruin and Trojans love of rivalry. So that is our Board District 7 team. We are so excited to see you all here tonight. Marilyn, our Family and Community Engagement Manager, is our MC, and she is going to make sure we have a fun day. What are we doing? Let me show you a quick rundown of our next hour together. Next slide, por favor. We are going to get a very special message in just a minute from a Grammy Award-winning artist. Actually, fun fact, he had a crush on my best friend's cousin because I went to Narbonne when he went to San Pedro. Haha. We'll play some games like Two Truths and a Lie. You're going to hear from current college students on a phenomenal panel, get to learn about the day in the life of a college student. Then we'll take a bit of a dance break with some Step In and the Divine Nine. Then another game, Name That University Mascot. So put on your thinking caps. And then we have a very special video for our Board District 7 seniors from our students and our families. We'll send them all off to college and we'll do some giveaways in between. So we hope you enjoyed tonight. We're so excited you're with us. Let's all celebrate College Signing Day. Marilyn, back to you.
Amazing. Well, what better way to start our celebration than with our very own San Pedro High School alumni, Miguel. So he has some words of wisdom and encouragement for you all. We got him to say a few words, so enjoy.
Peace, class of 2021. Congratulations. You did the work, you showed up, you were consistent, and here you are. It's your graduation day. I'll never forget my graduation day. I'm an LAUSD kid. I went to San Pedro High, so I know exactly how you feel. I just want to wish you guys congratulations and wish you the best on your journey in this next chapter in your life. Two things I would love to remind you. One, do what excites you, and two, be consistent. If you apply those two things, I promise you anything is possible. Big love, and wish you the very best. Congratulations.
Yay! All right, now with that, to kick us off with our first game, let me introduce Dr. Dee Dee Watts.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Dee Dee Watts, and I am your game host for the afternoon. We are going to play Two Truths and a Lie. And I know that you have heard of this game before, but in case you haven't, there are two things that are true and one that is a lie. And so there's going to be a poll put up so that you can choose which one is the lie. You are choosing which one is the lie. So A, President Obama attended Occidental College. B, Occidental College has 900 plus student organizations, including secret honor societies. And C, Occidental College is the only liberal arts college in LA. Which one is the lie? Let's see your responses. I don't know how many people have played, but let's see where we are. Oh, and let's see. We have that the lie is C, but the lie is actually B. Occidental does not have 900 student orgs. All right, maybe next time. Let's try the next one. Okay, remember, you're trying to find the lie. A, CSU, Cal State Long Beach has a puppy room dedicated to pet therapy for students during finals. B, Steven Spielberg graduated from Cal State Long Beach. Or C, only college that has a pyramid on campus, also the third largest in the US. Which one is the lie? Let's see. I don't know where folks are leaning, but if you look at the pictures, you might get a clue. And which one is the lie? Oh, you guys were right. You got that the lie was A, that Cal State Long Beach does not actually have a puppy room dedicated for pet therapy. but there's probably another school that does. All right, and the third one for today, remember, find the lie. A, this is, it's tradition for students to roll down a 4.0 hill to get good grades. Or B, UC Berkeley is the #1 public university in the world. Or C, UC Berkeley's biggest football rival is UCLA. Which one is the lie? I hope you're searching for clues. Let's see. You got the second one right, the majority. All right. The lie is actually C. UC Berkeley's biggest football rival is not UCLA. Well, thanks so much for joining in this edition of Two Truths and a Lie. I'm taking it, sending it to Charnel.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's so great to see you. We are doing giveaway time, and so we're waiting, everybody. We're waiting. We're giving away our spin. We have some fabulous gifts for you. We have some gift certificates, some great items for you to take off to college or to use in school next semester. Angela Vasquez, please, you have won our first giveaway. Make sure that you send a private message to Kimberly Barajas in the chat so that we can get this gift to you. Thank you for joining us today. And now I'm going to popcorn it back to our next presenter from our team. Having a little bit of.
That's me.
Yes, thank
Thanks,
you. Sorry about that. I'm having some technical issues.
Okay. All right. All right, everyone. Well, it is my pleasure to introduce our awesome panelists. We have 4 incredible superstars here with us today. We have Stephanie Chavez, who's at the University of California, Irvine. We have Alondra Duncan, who's at Cal State Dominguez Hills. We have Jalen Johnson, who's at Cal State Long Beach, and Williams Rojas, who's at the University of California, San Diego. So thank you all. Invite my panelists to join me. We're going to stop sharing the screen, and then we're going to get everybody up here so that we can have a conversation. So welcome, everyone. Welcome. Hi. All right. So in order to kick us off, get started, I'd love for you to share your school. So tell us your major, your year in school, and then where you're from. How about Williams, you want to kick us off?
Yeah, I'll go first. Okay, so my school is UCSD, University of California, San Diego, and I'm a 4th year. I'm currently majoring in developmental psychology and minoring in Spanish literature. So I'm bilingual. And my hometown is LA. I'm from South Central.
I can go next. My name is Jalen Johnson. I go to Cal State University of Long Beach, and my major is kinesiology with an emphasis on sports psychology. I will be graduating in the fall, so I'm a senior, and I'm from East Oakland, California.
I could go next. My name is Alondra Duncan. I go to Cal State University Dominguez Hills. My major is kinesiology with the focus on pre-physical therapy. Finals are over, so I'm a senior now. So I will be graduating next spring.
Awesome. Great. Did I miss someone? Stephanie, go ahead.
Hi, I'm going to currently to UCI. I'm a third year studying civil engineering. I'm still not quite through finals. Finals for me is in like 2 weeks. So let's see how that goes. And I'm studying civil engineering with a minor in Spanish.
Awesome. Well, thank you, everyone. All right, so we have some questions for you to give some advice to our wonderful attendees today. So the first question is really, how did you make friends? Like, we're so curious to know who's your college squad and how did you meet them? So let's start with Alondra.
Okay, so when I first went on campus, I didn't do any of like the summer, like the before things and housing and on campus to where like you meet other people. But I was an athlete. I played basketball. So like my squad was like the basketball team and all the other athletes because they would have a specific room that we would all just go hang out at. And then I stopped playing basketball and then I joined my sorority, which is Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. So that's where majority of my college squad is now.
Awesome. All right. How about Jalen, you want to go next?
Yeah, I can go next. How I found my college squad. Well, it started when I first got to campus. I went to I did go all the little events. Like I went to everything, like the week of welcome and like the club days and all the different stuff. And I also went to there's like these little parties that the school throws and things like that. So I went to all those, and I went to the gym a lot. I met a lot of people at the gym, at the dining hall, and things of that nature. But also just through all those things, I found my fraternity, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. It's the first Black national Greek letter fraternity. I've met a lot of people through there, but also just exploring all the different clubs and stuff the campus has to offer. Just always saying yes to like all the events, whatever it was.
All right, who wants to jump in next?
I guess I'll go.
Stephanie, go.
So my experience is a little different. I honestly was lost my first week in college. I didn't know what was happening around. So I kind of didn't go to the events that were happening the first week, which I do recommend. I heard they're fun. And my first friend was actually my roommate. So technically she was forced upon me freshman year. We're still friends today. She's right here in front of me. And then my other friends I've met through organizations, clubs or scholarships, or just in class, actually. We just keep getting our phone numbers and we continue talking.
So the way I made my friends, well, I did a summer experience in my college. So yeah, I was surrounded by about 300 students, and we were all freshmen. So we're also kind of like first year students, first gen and all the good stuff. So that's how I met them. And then once I started, fall quarter, I pretty much knew a bunch of people. I was walking around saying hi to a bunch of people that I had during the summer experience. And then I also met a lot of friends at work. I found a job. I started working at one of they call it dining halls, like cafeteria, restaurants for students. And I met a bunch of good people there, people that were really nice to me. And even in class, you go to class, you're taking several classes, sometimes with the same individuals. So yeah, I reached out to them. They shared their phone numbers with me, and we just started hanging out. That's pretty much one of the best things I did. And I would also suggest doing.
Awesome. Yeah. I think that's so important to figure out. I was joking with our panel earlier that they hadn't met each other. I think two of them knew each other, but they hadn't met each other. And when we jumped on the Zoom, it was like a little awkward at the beginning because nobody knew each other, right? And so I was like, this is what we experience all the time. I think when we are new to a campus, this is what happens, where we need to navigate and figure out those relationships. So that was great advice. Thank you, everyone, for sharing that. Speaking of advice, what is the best advice that you've received. What's the best advice that you've gotten? We want to make sure that everybody listening take down some notes and you leave here with some like tidbits of advice and strategies that worked for you. So yeah, who wants to kick us off?
I could go ahead and
You got it.
oh, okay. I could go ahead and start off. So basically, I got like 3 key points of advice in college that I didn't take. So like it was advice, but I didn't use it. So I'm passing it down. So hopefully you guys will. So one was you don't have to go to every party. Like all the fun stuff, you don't have to go to every single thing. I thought I was gonna be able to follow that. I was like, listen, it's college. I can do my homework once I get back home. You're gonna be tired. You're not gonna do the homework. So that was one thing. I always thought that college was like supposed to be fun, and there's a time and a place for all that. You got to make sure that you take care of business first. The second thing was don't procrastinate. I know some people work better under pressure, but I cannot. It's better to just plan out everything because that 11:59 deadline is real. And yeah, it's been some times where I've turned in stuff at 12:01 and thought my teacher was gonna let me get by, and it's not. They don't do that. And then the third piece of advice would be like, go to tutoring. I kind of always thought it was weird to go to tutoring. I was like, it's not gonna help, and I would always be like, that's a little weird to just be walking to the tutoring office. But who cares? At the end of the day, like you're trying to graduate. You don't want to stay there any longer than you have to. You want to make sure that you get in, you take care of what you need to. And so I would say if tutoring is available, do tutoring. Tutoring has helped me pass classes at the last minute. I'm telling you guys, do tutoring. And that's the advice I didn't take that I hope that you guys will take.
Yeah, to build off of that, I was gonna say you use all the resources on campus that you're qualified for. So like a lot of college students don't know that you can get like food stamps, and a lot of schools give out foods as well. And there's just like there's some free tutoring depending on like your background, or like if you're first generation, like there's programs for you to help you. Like they might give you free printing or free tutors, stuff like that. It's just making sure that you talk to when you get there, you talk to your counselors and ask them what kind of organizations that you could be a part of or what kind of support there is for you. On top of that, it's like sometimes you're gonna have to do sometimes for the best experience possible, you're gonna do things by yourself, like away from your friend group. So like say you like to, I don't know, knit or do chess, like and there's a chess club. Just experience that, go to the first meeting, see how it is, see if you make any new friends doing something you always love to do, even if your other friends aren't on the same page as you. College is your experience and it's your opportunity to, test out as many different things as you want.
I'll go next. So the best advice that someone gave me, and I also want to give you all, would be to get out of your comfort zone and be open-minded, right? Be open to try new things, be able to, go ask your professor a question and ask other people for help, right? Sometimes you might not be comfortable with doing that because you might think that, oh, what are they gonna think about me, right? They might think that I'm not, fit for this school or that I do not belong here, right? So don't worry about that. Just do what you're gonna do to make sure that you, get good grades and get what you need, right? All the support that you need to get. And also start assignments as soon as possible. Sometimes some professor will give you like 5 weeks to do a project, sometimes even the entire quarter, right? There's something that you need to work on. And a lot of people, including myself, decide that, maybe I should just push it and start doing it the day before it's due, right? Don't do that. It is very bad. It's very stressful. So, start as soon as possible, get the deadline and start working on it. So that way you don't have to worry about it at the end.
An advice that I received from mentors and friends, and advice that I actually give out to anybody and everybody, is basically if you're applying to anything and you notice that the requirements aren't exactly what you meet, still apply. You may be surprised, they might accept you, And you may never know, like if you, unless you apply, you're not gonna know if you got it or you don't. So just don't let that stop you and just push through.
Love it. That's wonderful advice. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. We have a few more minutes, so I can ask one more question. If you are, if you all want. I was really curious about supports available. So we know sometimes the transition to college, it could be challenging for some folks because they have different needs. So just curious, did any of you benefit from any special programs on campus? Could be like tutoring. I think some of you already mentioned that, or maybe you're first generation college student. And so what resources were available to you all? And how did this help you? How did these help you?
As a first generation college student, I was eligible for this program called TRIO. It's like student support services, and they do a bunch of things like free printing. You get counselors. What else do we get? You get like printing, counselors, just people to help guide you through your experience through college. It's kind of like EOP, but it's like they don't get grants or something like that. So you don't get money for it, but you get like all the other benefits on campus. As well as like there's a lot of cultural clubs or organizations like the BSU, and I know there's many other for all the different other courses as well, but that's always a very good support network. It's more peer support than like from the school, but there's a lot of resources that those cultures have as well. Those are the two biggest things that I utilized. There's also another program called the Men's Success Initiative, where it's about keeping men of color in school and pushing through and like, just relating with one another. And they have events and speakers and food and stuff like that. So there's just a lot of different options. Once you get to college, you just have to kind of look around a little bit and I think going to the club day, whenever that is, either online or in person, is very important.
I would say like there was a couple things on campus that like I didn't know about that I had to ask people about. So one of those would be like, what is it called? I can't remember the exact name of it at Dominguez, but I know that there's something there to where it's like, being a college student, you don't always have the most money, you know what I'm saying? So there was this thing, and like they would allow you to like go get like, like cup of noodles, or like say you're in a rush and maybe like you left money at your dorm, you could go and you would be able to like get, because for me, I was an athlete, and so I was on campus like the whole day. I would leave my dorm at like 6 a.m. get back at like 11 at night, you know what I'm saying? Because I had night lab classes. So it was like throughout the whole day, if I forgot money on campus, it was bad. So I would have to go to like, there's food pantries on campus for people who like, may not have it or may have forgot their money somewhere. And there's also, like Jalen was saying, I know athletics had it, and I know I was a University Advisement Center. They had it. And then I know our BSU club, they had free printing. They would also have like free food here and there. They even had like resources for people that's part of like the LGBTQ. They had resources for women, just like if you were having like, tough times going through anything, that you could go there and like they would help you. They had like, like since college could be hard for some people and it could be stressful, and they have things going on outside of that, they would have also this like therapy session where you could go to like therapy and stuff like that. So there's a lot of resources in college. You just, like Jalen said, you have to just get out and look.
I love that. Yeah. Thank you so much. So we are at time, but I think you all might stay longer, right? You're going to stay in case people have questions. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. So we're super, super excited about about our panelists. They are amazing. They're so incredible. We are so super grateful to have them. And feel free to continue to ask questions. If you have questions for any adults or our panelists, they're going to stick around. So thank you so much, everyone. We really appreciate it. And we're going to, speaking of Black Greek orgs, we thought it might be really cool to take a little dance break. We're actually in the middle of our program. So we're going to play a nice little, very entertaining video from the Divine Nine for your viewing pleasure. So we're setting that up right now. I invite you to get up, move around a little bit, take a little dance break. All righty, here we go. UNITY, UNITY, that's a unity. UNITY.
Dr. PJG, hit me with the band.
Here we go. UNITY, that's a unity. UNITY, love a black woman from infinity to infinity. Here we go. UNITY, that's a unity. UNITY.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah. I go on and on.
Tap, tap, tap in.
I must have superpowers.
Tap, tap, tap in.
Get a calculator, do the math. I made it.
Tap, tap, tap in.
And for the last 300 months, I made
Tap, tap, tap in.
Hey, all right. We had to cut it short because we have a tight agenda, but we will drop the information for that whole video. It's a great performance, and we'll drop it in the chat for your viewing pleasures later. Let me bring back our wonderful game show host, Dr. Didi Watts.
All right, I am back for another game, and this game is called Name That Mascot. So the way we're going to play this game is you will wait until I give you the secret password for you to put your answers in the chat. So you're going to type your answer, and then when I say waterfall, you're all going to push return at the same time so that we can see the cascade of your answers come in. So the first one, the first name your mascot question, the clues say, this mascot's birthday is on 11/30/1965. This is the mascot for one of the UCs. And this mascot's favorite movies include Empire of the Ants, Ants, and Ant-Man. All right, type your answers in and wait for me to give you the password. 1, 2, 3, waterfall. Let's see your answers. We got Sammy the Slug. All right, yes, it's Peter the Anteater from UC Irvine. All right, some of you know your mascots. Okay, let's go to the next one. Name that mascot. An unofficial mascot, since the school does not have an official one. This mascot has a new costume each year designed by the person selected to wear it. And this mascot has leaves. Type your answers in the chat. Don't hit return yet. 1, 2, 3, waterfall. Let's see. Who got it? Oh, you guys are on top of the mascot. I didn't get that one. I tell you, I didn't get it. Okay, we have one more. Name that mascot. This mascot does not have any known predators. Students used to yell, "Slime 'em" at games. And this mascot was almost replaced by a sea lion once? Type your answers. 1, 2, 3. Waterfall. Ah, you guys are on top of it. It's Sammy the banana slug. All right. Thank you so much for allowing me to be your game host this afternoon. And now, this is the time you've all been waiting for. We want to see you light up the chat, congratulating the soon-to-be graduates on their college plans. So tune in to the video so that you can see our grads and show them love in the chat.
Technology it never fails. It never fails. That might have been the last one. We have a few more. All right, we will definitely post videos. I know people are asking, so we'll definitely post the videos. We'll send it out. We're so excited, and just want to say congratulations again to all our scholars. I'm going to hand it to Charnel for some additional fun stuff.
So we have some more giveaways. I'm so excited. This is going to be such a great time for our graduates for the next 4 years, learning how to be an adult on their parents or the government's money, federal money, loans, grants, or the university's money. This is so exciting. And so we have some more spinning to do so you can have some great gift baskets. Let's go. Oh my goodness. All right, Alyssa Gutierrez, you have won a gift basket from Board District 7. Please, once you see your name, please send a private chat to Kimberly Barajas to let us know how to get to you so we can get, so we can connect, so we can get you the prize. Next one. All right, Gloria Elizabeth Rivas, you have won a gift basket from Board District 7. We're so excited to get it to you. So please let Kimberly Barajas know in the private chat how we can reach you, and we will get it to you. By the way, as we're starting to spin again, we have to have you here to win. So you must send a private message to Kimberly. Oh, wow, we found another one. It's Laura Flores. If you are here, please send a private message to Kimberly to let us know how to reach you, your email, your phone number, so that we can reach out to you. And we're going to do a couple of more. Patrick Detnitz, you have a gift basket from Board District 7. Make sure that you private message Kimberly Barajas so that we can get that one to you. And let's go again on the wheel. Alejandro Gallegos, We have a gift basket for you. If you are here with us today, please make sure that you put it in the chat with Kimberly Barajas and let us know how we can reach you with your phone number and your email. Thank you. And I'm gonna popcorn this back over to Marilyn.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. If your name was called, please get in touch with Kimberly Barajas. Send her a private message. If maybe we'll find out if we have those participants. If they're not here, guess what? We'll spin again to get some winners. You must be here to claim the prize. I think we might have to spin it a few more times, so I will let Kimberly let us know. For now, I think it's super important to thank our donors. So I just want to give a huge shout out to our donors. They include Photo Makers in Carson. If you need any pictures, passport pictures, graduation pictures, anything like that, they are available to support and to help you out with that. Photo Makers in Carson generously donated towards our swag bag. So we're super grateful to them. We also have Juicy Juice, some Carson representation here. Juicy Juice is a wonderful place where you can get books and smoothies. So if you're ever in Carson, make sure you go and check it out. We also have some gift cards to Juicy Juice in the swag bag. And then I just wanted to say thank you. You know who you are, individual donors that have made this day so special and have contributed generously toward our swag bag. So thank you so much for everybody who donated. And then, of course, I don't want to leave out sending a huge thank you to all of the students who submitted videos, the counselors, the families who submitted those wonderful messages for our students, the coaches and mentors who took the time to share some positive words with our students, our principals and our counselors who spread the news and who got all of you here. So thank you. And you, every single one of you here who have made this day so special by coming and celebrating with us. We're super excited to have had you, and yeah, look forward to continuing to do more and more celebrations to come. So thank you everyone for this. So want to make sure we do have a couple of more events coming up. So this was definitely a big celebration, and we wanted to make sure that you all participated. So thank you so much for being here. But please remain connected. We are very active on social media. We are active on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram. So please make sure that you follow us so that you can keep up to date on everything that is going on with your BD7 team. Before we launch, I just want to check with our team. Do we have all 5 winners, or do we want to spin the wheel one more time?
Oh, I'm sure our families here would want us to spin one more time. I think we've got 4 confirmed. We might be able to do one more. Would you like that, families? One more shot at a big, awesome prize? Let's do it. There's so many names. Who will it be? Dorcas Pablo, congratulations. You got to let Kimberly know that you're here. Well, while we're messaging, are we good, Marilyn, to do our final send off?
Let's do our send off, and then we'll figure out if we can spin one more time.
Families, we want to invite you to all unmute and count down with us as we launch our seniors off into their college journeys. The clock is going to start. We want to hear you all really loud, sending off our seniors. Here we go with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, seniors!
Happy Bevin.
We are so proud of you.
Reach
for the stars, Ryan Ortega.
Woo! Shout out your scholars. Let's hear your voices. We love that you all joined us. And scene. All right, I think we can do one more, right? Our last winner wasn't with us, so here we go. Last, put your lucky juices out into the air. Alexis Librando, are you here? If you are, message Kimberly. She'll reach out to you. Thank you so much, families. We are so excited to celebrate our first college signing day with you. We can't wait until next year. It's just going to get bigger and better, and maybe in person, but also virtual option. We're learning so much from this pandemic. We are celebrating all of our scholars' dedication, hard work, accomplishments, commitment to their lifelong success. So whether you're in kindergarten, 8th grade, 12th grade, we are so proud of you this year, and we are so looking forward to how you are going to change the world. Thank you, families. Thank you, LA Unified. We love you so much. Have a wonderful evening. We can't wait to see you at graduations and culminations in a couple of weeks. Yay!